This is going to be one of your most important tools. Hey folks, it's Susan at the Rock Shop at 311 Broadway, historic downtown Paducah, where positive energy works. If you really want to accelerate, you're working with these non-physical entities like angels and spirit guides. You really need to learn how to meditate. Oh, I can hear you now. I'd love to meditate. I've tried to meditate. I can't meditate. My mind's racing 1,000 miles an hour. I don't have time to meditate. Does that sound like some of your explanations as to why you can't meditate? Lord, I don't meditate every day, but I try to meditate, every other day, or at least as frequently as I can. This is going to be one of your most important tools. And for all of you who've just told me, I can't meditate, I can prove that you can. How? Okay. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to observe your thoughts. Are you ready? Go. If you were able to observe that either you had thoughts or you observed that you didn't have any thoughts, my question is, who was doing the observing? Ah, yes. The answer is that's your higher self. That's your subconscious, your soul. If you were able to complete that exercise, what that should tell you is that you've got a thinking mind, which is wonderful. We've really got to have that. But you are not your mind. Many people think that they are their thoughts. They're not your thoughts. A lot of you are tortured by some very awful thoughts. I'm not good enough. I'm crazy. I should be doing this, or I should be doing that, or I'm too big, or I'm too small, or I'm too smart, or I'm too stupid. Okay? Those, my darlings, are just thoughts. They are not you. Now I'm going to pause a moment. That is a really important message. If you have gone on most of your life thinking that you are your thoughts and that they are correct, this is a paradigm shift for you. And I'm telling you, you are not your thoughts. They're just thoughts. And you just observe them. You just observe them. So that's your thinking brain. It's not your higher self. So to learn how to manage your thinking brain, which basically is a 2-year-old toddler who has never had any discipline from running amok, you have to learn some techniques. Meditation, and there are many ways to meditate. We're just going to pick on a couple here. Okay? And the first time that you sit down to meditate, I suspect what happened is your 2-year-old untrained toddler, and however old you are, let's say you're 20 or 50, 60, however old you are, you've never disciplined your 2-year-old toddler, and suddenly you say, hey, I want you to sit down in this chair for the next 10 or 15 minutes and be quiet. And don't think about anything, just be quiet. Yeah. Oh boy. What do you think is going to happen? That 2-year-old untrained toddler brain's going to go, I don't think so, sweetheart. We're busy having all kinds of thoughts. I'm bored. I'm hungry. Hey, what was that noise? All of the distractions that you have allowed to interfere are going to pop up. But you are not your thoughts. So, like a 2-year-old toddler who's had its way, it's going to throw a hissy fit. So just be prepared. Be realistic. So the first couple of times that you meditate, you might want to do some guided meditations. Those are wonderful ways to get started because they're going to control your thinking. And just do it for a few minutes, 5 minutes. Okay? Pick a short meditation. And when you sit down and your toddler brain goes, I'm not having this, let's go. Then just, like a 2-year-old, set it back in the chair and say, now, Sally, I understand that you're bored and I'm going to get back to you. Okay, I know you're hungry. I know you got stuff to do. We're going to take care of it. But for right now, we're just going to sit here quietly. And then every time that your toddler brain tries to divert you, you just gently come back to your focus. Breath work is a wonderful way to do that, okay? Because when you're thinking about your breathing, you're not thinking about the fact that your ear itches, okay? So we're going to go into a meditation here in just a moment. So when I finish this video, I want you to get yourself comfortable. If it's going to be quiet, that's great. But look, it's a noisy world, isn't it? You need to learn how to shut out the rest of the world for at least a few minutes in order to be able to control your thinking brain. And if you're in the middle of a client reading, especially if you're a medium, you may have 10 different dead spirits going, hey, listen to me. You need to be able to control your thinking, stay grounded, and control the situation. So this is a vital tool for you to learn how to do. So hang in there. Meditation doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy for me. Sometimes it takes me 5 or 10 minutes just to settle down. Okay? But with practice, you can learn how to control your toddler brain. The next exercise is going to be a meditation. So hang in there. It's going to get easier.
Take a nice deep breath. Bring your attention to the right here, to the right now, to this moment in time. Take another long, slow, deep breath. And allow your body to relax and release any tension or tightness. Stay in the present moment. Any thoughts or worries that come to mind, just gently place them in a lovely leaf and let them float away on a gently babbling brook. You can retrieve them later if you desire, but for now, they float away. Take another deep breath and bring in the light of God's love, releasing all and any that no longer serves you. Surround yourself with bright white light. It surrounds you, protects you, uplifts you, and energizes you. And you realize the light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is. Take another deep breath and bring in the white light of the universe. And as you breathe out, release all that is unlike love. As you continue to breathe in God's light and release all that is unlike love, turn your attention to your own beating heart. As we quiet our minds and listen to your body's rhythm, tap into the rhythm of life everywhere. And note that it is pleasing to be a part of God's creation. And as a part of God's creation, we see the way of love. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith as to remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give away all that I have, and if I deliver up my body to be burned, but have not love, I gain nothing. For love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. As for prophecies, they will pass away. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when the perfect comes, the partial will pass away. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. But when I became a man, I gave up childish ways. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know fully, even as I have been fully known. So faith, hope, and love, abide these three. But the greatest of these is love. Raising your hands with your palms facing out, in your mind's eye, see the earth like a glorious ball, surrounded and suspended in front of us. And send beautiful pink light of God's unconditional love to our planet. Bathe the earth with divine love, and send goodwill to all of her inhabitants. We bless all life on earth, and send love and joy to each and every species. Wherever there is lack, we send God's abundance. Wherever there is strife and anger, we send peace and divine love. All hunger is relieved with whatever love or food or energy that is needed. Any dissonance is loved back into harmony through the resonance of divine unconditional love. All are reminded that this is a rich and abundant universe, and there is plenty for all. You can put your hands back down on your lap and bring your attention back to the present moment. Continue to bless Mother Earth and all life. Take another deep breath and open your eyes. And rejoice in knowing you are a divine blessing to all. And thank you for sharing your love.